Big Blue Thumb Productions presents the Podlie Podcast. Here's your hosts, Podlie Bill, Podlie Cliff, and Podlie Paul.
And hello, everybody. Surprise!
Well.
We're all in the same. We're all in the same spot. Well, Paul's there now.
Paul's there. He disappeared.
Now he's there. Now he's back.
That's the good thing. So if one of us wants to peace out, we can just go. All right, peace out. I'm out.
This is why you can't put us in the same room.
We were going to start a fight, you guys.
We were.
So that you guys would know why we haven't been in the same room. At least that would be the theory. However, you know, COVID and all that type of jazz, right? But it would have been funny.
Whose feet stink? Are those mine?
I think it's yours.
Oh,
yeah.
I just got back from work.
Could you at least put your pants back on?
Hey, we didn't adjust the fine print, did we?
So hello, all you fine folks out there. Isn't this amazing? The three Podlies are, not the three Musketeers, but the three Podlies were all in the same room for a change. How rather lovely is that then?
And here's the weird thing. There was comments again before we went live tonight. So Chai was in there first. So Chai gets the big 3,500 points. And then William Seltzer was in at second place. Hello, super early again. Yes,
booyah!
And Marvin came in at third. And then while we were still not even on yet, as we had a new intro video tonight as well, as you saw, everybody, all of a sudden, yes, Chai, you did win. All these comments were coming in here.
I dig that. I think, and it shows the time by which you guys sent in your comments.
Yeah.
And William Setzer sets his at 7:37, and that's just saying that you guys make the Podlie podcast a definite part of your Monday, and I think that's brilliant. That's amazing.
Chai was in at 7:25.
Chai was in at 7:25, over a half an hour before we even start.
That's awesome, you guys. Awesome.
Just making the Podlie podcast part of your Monday routine and fitting it into your already busy schedule. We love you for it. Thank you. Amazing.
Good evening to you as well, Mr. William Kirkland.
Mr. William Kirkland, man with the best handle, dude.
Yeah. So as you might see, for our Chai was determined to win. So you definitely did that.
3,500 points. Chai, check it out. That's awesome. And William, of course, was 2,500, and then Marvin was 1,000, right?
Yes. Yeah, 1,000, unless you're extra generous because we're all together tonight.
It could be 1,500 then.
Could be 15, maybe,
and then,
maybe 1,200.
In that case, William then gets 1,000. William Kirkland, that is.
That's right. And Nicole, hooray, we're all in the same place, Nicole.
Yippee!
And Nicole, just for that comment, I'm going to award you myself 2 points.
I thought it was 1.5.
1.5, Nicole, 1.5. You've been downgraded.
Yeah. So we are on, this being our first time together, testing out our little studio area here. So we are on green screen. I think next week we'll actually remove that green screen and we'll have just a standard background behind us.
Yeah, because with the green screen, if Paulie and I just, we can duck out, right?
You just appear, and I just here by myself. I'm here all by myself.
Hey, Paul, if things get too rough, we'll go peace out, Bill.
You're on your own, Bill. You're on your own. Take it away, Bill.
Take it away, man.
Obviously, Nicole heard the 2 points and didn't hear the 1.5. So we'll let that go tonight, Nicole. You get 2 points.
That's right, 2 points. 2 points. Don't be so cheap, Paulie.
It just means you owe us half a point back, Nicole.
We won't dicker over that.
In Epicurean Delights.
In Epicurean Delights.
Yeah, and I'll try and keep up making sure the comments get up on the screen for everybody as well. So
there
in
you
case you missed it, or if you're watching us on your television, and you can see those comments as well.
Hey, just point of note, Nicole's Epic Meals. If you have not joined her group as yet, I would recommend you go to Facebook and type in Nicole's Epic Meals and go check her out. I just watched a post or whatever of hers where she made a whole bunch of packaged meals for her dad.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic, Nicole. Makes me hungry looking at it. So if you have not done that, please go check out Nicole's Epic Meals on Facebook and like the page and all that type of jazz, okay?
Hey, Cliffy, we got cookies, dude.
Cookies.
So I don't know if people remember. So when we started this podcast, 146 episodes, because it is 146
wow,
today, 146 episodes to go, we did actually do it in the same room together. And we started just doing audio at first.
That's right.
So we were only on audio.
Yeah.
We were on Mixler, a platform called Mixler. So it was only audio, but we were in the same room together. Have we ever done video in the same room together?
No.
because then that pandemic thing
We
hit.
haven't.
No, I don't.
We
think
only
so.
did the marathon.
That's right, the marathon.
That's right.
And then, because what happened was we were doing the audio, and then that pandemic thing hit, and
yeah.
it ruined
Mhm.
everything.
Ruined everything.
And so we couldn't do it in the same room together anymore. So here we are. We're back in the same room.
Back in the same room. Back in
We
the
shouldn't
high
have
life again.
issues with people disappearing because of their stream or anything like that. No.
That's right.
Bill,
We should.
thank you very much for the libation. Just so that you know, now that we are in the same room,
Oh, yeah.
Jen just happens to be a Scooby-Doo boxer short remover. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So you might want to stop me at one.
And just for the
saying.
record, this is not an advertisement for these guys. They did not sponsor
No,
us.
they did not.
They could if they want, but they didn't. So there. This is not a recommendation.
Those are really good. Actually,
They are
those
very
are
good.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually borrowed these from Chai because she has a case downstairs
A case.
in our pantry, and I thought, hey,
Hold on. I might have to make friends with her.
I'm hoping she's not asking for them back.
she's saying, "Where's mine?" Well, Chai, they're in
That's
the
right.
pantry. So actually, there's
They are delish. And Chai, thank you for the cookies.
Chai, do you want to be friends? I mean, if you have this stuff.
Well, guys, I can ask this question in
person.
in person. So, how was your week?
Paulie. Dude.
Yeah, give me a sec. It's been a busy week. I can't remember. Oh, my kids are back. My kids were gone for a week.
They're gone for spring break.
Gone for spring break. What's today? Today is Monday. They got back on Saturday. So my folks have a timeshare. Just outside of Dead Man's Flats, just outside of Canmore.
They
So
share time.
they share time. They shared time with my kids. Had a blast.
Like
Had
time
a hoot
travel.
nanny.
But they share time.
They shared time. They shared time. They had a hoot nanny. It was a lot of fun. They did some hiking and they did some swim. I did a whole lot of swimming. So it was good. Yeah, it was. It's great to obviously see them again. I missed them terribly. I did nothing, you guys. I worked.
Oh,
Yeah.
work.
I
eh?
worked. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And Chai so nicely says always Cliff because I asked her if she wanted to be friends.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chai. That's very sweet.
That's Spiffy Cliffy. by the
Spiffy
way.
Cliffy.
Spiffy Cliffy.
Yeah.
That's my age-old nickname since 2007. Because I work just for context.
Leon's, right? Or the brick.
Brick,
The
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I
That's
worked
the
at
competition.
a job that
Right.
no, they own Brick now.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's
not
right.
anymore, but when
That's
you
right.
were there.
When I was there during the competition, but of course the dress code over there was suit and tie and all type of jazz, and of course I always look spiffy, so everybody called me Spiffy Cliffy over there, and the name stuck. There you go. So just for context,
Yeah. That's why we got Spiffy Cliffy.
there we go.
And okay, now your next, Cliff.
I'm next.
And by the way, we have headphones hanging around. The only reason we have headphones right now is because for me, it's just so I can listen to the cue music when we're getting the show ready. But because we're all together, we don't really need headphones now. So
No.
that's why they're hanging
There we
around
go.
our neck. But Cliff, how was your week?
But the hanging, it was good. It was good. We had a good week. Sort of for work. Ramps up nicely. It's not too busy, not too crazy. And then over the weekend, I had the very distinct pleasure of hosting or playing MC for the One Act Festival in where was it now?
Nice.
I'm trying to think now. I just totally drew a blank. Where was it? It was in Drayton
Nice.
Valley.
Oh,
So
nice.
Drayton Valley, beautiful facility there. Oh man,
Nice.
the theater, whatever that is, so freaking nice. And they put on 4 plays. Leduc Drama Society. One of my friends wrote one of the plays. Her name is Sharon Reichart, and man, oh man, 4 really good plays, and one of them won and is going to Lethbridge in May to the provincials.
Oh, nice.
But I was fortunate enough to play MC and host for the day.
Cool.
And it was just a bag of fun. It really was fun.
Cool,
to see.
cool, cool.
And my wife came down, so we stayed in the hotel there over Saturday night. So we got to spend some time with some friends I haven't seen in some serious time,
Mhm.
like since before COVID. So that was just a beautiful weekend, and so nice to reconnect with some friends and and sort of
Mhm.
feel the love and all type of jazz.
Mhm.
And great to see the plays. There were 4 really very nice plays, right? So everything from 10 minutes to an hour long.
So it's amateur playwrights, amateur actors.
Not
How does it
necessarily-
work. What's
Not necessarily amateur
What's
playwrights.
the criteria?
The criteria is the 1 act play more than 10 minutes, and probably you shouldn't go. It has to be more than 10 minutes, and it certainly shouldn't go much further than an hour.
An hour.
Mhm.
All right.
And
Well,
it's a 1 act.
Which is a good one act length. You
Correct,
don't want it to
right?
be more than an hour.
Yeah, you don't want more of that. And it's and it has to be one act, of course, because
Yep.
it's a one act festival,
Yep.
Alberta
Yep.
one act festival, and it can be sponsored by your drama society. So the one that we did, which my friend Sharon wrote, that was sponsored by the Leduc Drama Society,
yeah,
and of course Devon has a really, really strong arts community as well.
they do.
So their submission was sponsored by them, and then we had East of 60, which is in
Not north of 60.
not east of 60, which is a Devon drama society.
Oh, cool.
They submitted one in their show that actually won with the 10-minute act, 10-minute one act that goes to the provincials in Lethbridge.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
sorry, Cliff. 4 submissions. 4
yeah.
submissions.
Yeah.
Cool.
So now that goes provincials, it's awesome because anybody who goes to the Lethbridge event now will
Mhm.
get to see the best of the best from the province, right?
Yeah.
So
Very
is this
cool.
all provinces or just Alberta?
Alberta, right? So each
Mm.
province has their own. So Alberta now, whoever the best of the best was in Alberta after all the face-offs. So anybody who goes to the Lethbridge one is in for a real treat because these are plays that are already award winners, and now they've been workshopped through that. They get adjudicated, etc. So it's really, I mean, I've been a part of this a few times. I was actor
Very
for
cool.
2 of them,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very cool.
so that was cool.
Are there nationals?
I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
so. No,
Mm.
no. But
Very
it's just a great event. I mean, like I said, I've acted in twice now
Mhm.
in the One Act Festival, and in 2018, Bill, when you and I did Nightmare,
Mhm.
I was doing 2 plays at the time. The one act called Ivy.
What year did you guys do that? 2018. You said?
2018.
2018.
Yeah. So I was doing in that year. I did Ivy, the Blooming of Ivy, which is a one act, and we took that to provincials.
Mhm.
And yeah, that was quite
I did a
awesome.
play for the St. Albert dinner theater in 2018. So
Nice. Well, I tell you what,
Yeah.
I would love to do a play next year for the One Act Festival, and maybe do one of those from scratch
Mhm.
things. Sorry, Polly, to answer your question, it doesn't have to be written by a local person, nothing like that. But the play has to be put on, directed and
Right.
acted and everything else.
right.
But it still has to be an original written play, right? Like I can't go to
You can't do Tennessee
a play
Williams.
library and pick out a
Can you
written
do
script
Tennessee
and
Williams?
get the
Can you
rights
do?
for it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how
Yeah.
that works.
Okay.
But I mean, the plays that we put on in the past was a bought play, right? From playscript.com.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be
So it doesn't have to be an originally written
Right.
piece.
no. You can just decide to put on a play,
Right.
So
All right. So then you can play
I think you can play.
basically.
Yeah. And sorry,
Right.
one last thing. The one from Leduc was kind of interesting because there's a gentleman in Kalmar that wrote a play called Crimson Ladies.
Yep.
And my friend from Leduc, Sharon, what she did was she took the characters, got permission, took the characters and wrote her own play based on those characters.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was
Wow.
really neat,
Wow.
actually.
Very
Very
cool.
neat. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Very neat.
Nicole says, "Oh, what if we did a comedy of dinner in the kitchen?"
Hey, that'd be awesome. I tell you what. And as long as it's mobile, as long as we can have a set that we can take with us,
Mhm.
absolutely.
It would be a comedy of dinners.
It would be a comedy of dinners, not a comedy of errors,
Not
but
a comedy of errors, a
dinners.
comedy of dinners.
Yes.
There you go. A comedy of taste.
I actually did a play one time. It's now defunct, but I did a play. The festival was called the Carnival of Shrieking Youth.
remember
nice.
that.
The Carnival
I
of
remember that
Shrieking
name.
Youth, Cozy it was,
Nice.
and a friend of mine was the executive producer and the founder and stuff like that. It's since been defunct, probably 15 years now. But
Oh, really?
we did a play. I believe we did it at the downtown library, downtown Edmonton. I want to say
Mhm.
library, and it was based all in a restaurant. So
Sweet.
yeah, we did food and everything. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
See, Nicole, it's doable.
Yeah,
We
it's
just
doable, Nicole.
we just
Yep.
need to make sure that the set is portable. So whatever
Yeah.
we and,
Yeah.
and believe me,
Mhm.
you can do a one act play, including a dinner type, kitchen type thing, pretty easily. As far as moving things around goes.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of fringe shows where your sets have to be able to get in 15 minutes and get out in 15
out.
minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Strike them, baby. Strike them.
On our actually with the one act festival, it's even tighter than that. I think it's 10 and 5. You get 10 minutes for setup and 5
5 for
minutes for
strike?
strike. Yeah.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, you gotta be fast.
Yeah.
Because you want minimal, right? You want
Yeah.
the focus really is not on set and stuff like that in a play like this.
Yeah.
The focus is on mostly the directing and the acting, right? That's really what the focus is.
Hey, Nicole, I'll tell you what. You write it, we'll produce it. How's that sound?
and
There you go.
I'll eat it.
And that's right. You write it, we'll produce it.
So what about you, Bill? How was the week?
Good, steady, steady week again. Work-wise.
Are
nothing
you away?
out of the
You're
ordinary.
away pretty quick, aren't you?
In June, I'll be
Oh,
away.
not till June.
Not
Okay.
till June, yeah, for
June.
a short time.
Mm.
And then back, of course, because as I mentioned now every week is our plug, the Ravenwood Music Festival. is
Music Festival.
June 23rd,
Coming up
24th.
fast, eh?
Coming up very fast. So I'll have to be back
Mhm.
back for that. So
Mhm.
yeah, get your tickets. Ravenwood Experience.
See this finger
Oh,
pointing at you.
and guys, you got to check out this promo. This promo is sick. Bill, help me with this. We have formed an alliance with the Beaumont Blues and Roots Festival.
Yes.
This is sick. So you can get a ticket for the Ravenwood Festival one weekend. You can also get then a ticket to the Beaumont Blues and Roots Festival, headlining is Finger 11, for a total of $199
Yes.
for the whole weekend. I'm sorry, for both
festivals.
full weekends, both festivals. $199.
Yeah.
Come on. We alone, Ravenwood, have 7 acts. 7 acts.
Just on the Saturday.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because so Friday night you get both festivals, Friday, Saturday night, and come to Ravenwood again. Friday night you've got the Long Run Eagles Tribute Band headlining. And
I can't wait for that one,
course,
Cliffy. I can't wait for the Long Run.
Long Run's
Oh,
and then of
So
course
what weekend
Saturday
is the Blues Festival?
right
Sorry.
before us? The weekend
before us.
before.
Oh, the weekend before us. There we go.
Yeah, right before.
Wow,
us.
2 weekends, 4 days of entertainment. How many bands in total? I think we're going to start to count for $200.
what, you
Yeah.
get 50? You'll probably get 17 bands, I think. Do you not?
Oh, to both weekends?
Yeah.
That's a lot of music.
That's a lot of music.
Dude, for $200.
For
Come on.
$200.
Yeah.
That's good.
And you get to see Juno Award winner Sass Jordan at our festival on the Saturday night, June
Oh.
24th.
That's right. I don't know.
Come on.
Look at that.
Nicole says,
Nicole, I love you, brother. That's
Hey.
awesome.
Checking out.
Okay, so Saturday, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Saturday. See, Podlie checked out. The bastard.
You
That's
buggers.
that's
You
actually-
buggers.
As we English people say, Podlie checked out. You bastard.
You bastards.
That's actually even easier to do in person.
Well, because there's no lag.
Yeah, there's no
Right.
lag.
So-
and nobody drops out.
So Bill and I got together there because there was no lag time. Because normally we're not together on it because of the lag time. So this time, look, I tell you, in person has its advantages.
It does.
So Marv, Grotesque 2 does in fact start in June. The script just dropped. I think I'm on
Hope they can pick it up.
2 days, maybe 1 day. So that's not going to affect me for
ready out
Ravenwood,
there.
but I think I'm there for 2 days, Marv.
Podlie,
Yes.
we perhaps need some context, my friend.
No, it's just another film. Just another
Which is probably saying he's not allowed to say anything about
It's
it.
over, and it's just a bloody
Because
film.
he-
it's a film.
He cut you off really quick
The
there.
script dropped. I haven't had a chance to read the script yet.
Right.
I haven't had a chance to read the
It's
script.
grotesque
Sure.
anyway.
Good evening and welcome to the middle of the
Wonderful
film.
script from our buddy Brandon Reines. From our buddy Brandon Reines. He did Grotesque.
Now he's doing grotesque
Was it
too.
2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago he did Grotesque. And then now he's doing Grotesque 2. He's doing the sequel. I haven't read the script. So I've had it sent to me, but I haven't had a chance.
Instead of the sequel, why don't maybe they call it like Grotesque 1A
1A.
instead
Or-
of like
or-
Grotesque 2?
Also grotesque.
Also grotesque. Yeah.
But it's coming, boys and girls. So for those of you who saw Grotesque at the Ganu about 5 months ago,
So
6
did-
months ago,
So what was your capacity, Podlie? Did you act in that one?
I was an actor. Yes, I had a
Nice.
bit part. I was
He was an actor.
I was karaoke Carl, is what I was.
Did you die?
No, I did not.
you like to?
I did not. I did not.
You did bloody not then.
Did
Yeah.
not. So I can't remember what my character is this one. I've just been too busy, but
Well, you said you haven't read the script yet. So
and I haven't read the
it's like
script.
hard to know.
And I haven't read the script. So I said yes to something.
Yeah.
I said
Jeez.
yes to something.
Just like that, eh? Blind. I
I
like it.
said yes to
I
something.
like it.
Oh, it's Brandon Rice.
Well,
He's my
Brandon's a
buddy.
good writer, right?
He's my buddy.
And he's a good writer.
Brandon's my buddy. So
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we haven't seen Laura tonight, but she's probably doing that karaoke thing. She said she was going to miss some Mondays.
So tonight, Laura is competing, guys,
Yeah,
for the
karaoke
World Karaoke Championship. She is competing just to get in, quite frankly.
Okay, but if she had any commitment or dedication, she'd be here.
Yeah. Again, you have a device called a phone.
Well, it's karaoke. You
Cell
guys are
phone?
damn lucky I'm not there. So yeah, no, she's.
If Bill and I went there, we could sing 1, 2, 3. Saturday.
Well, we were holding our phone.
While we were
watching the
holding our phone,
podcast.
Didn't
watching the
see that one
podcast.
coming, did you?
Or doing the podcast.
Didn't see that one coming.
We would be holding the phone, doing the podcast at the same time.
At the same time, I know. That's what commitment and
that is called
dedication is all
commitment.
about.
Dedication and multitasking.
So Laura is away today. Her and I have been talking. Her and I have been trying to get together to do this World Karaoke Championship, and I just been too busy. But we wish Laura lots of luck. So
Yeah. By the way, so World Championship of Karaoke. So you have to enter. So I'm assuming you get in, and then you have to go through a bunch of rounds.
Cliff,
Continue?
it's well.
I'm Bill.
I'm sorry,
This is Cliff.
and I'm actually
See what happens when we're all together.
See what happens when we're all
I know.
together.
What the hell?
Well,
so
okay, but we have been called twins before. Remember during
Yes.
that nightmare?
Yes, we look just like twins.
We just look like twins. I mean,
So we're hard to
Well,
tell
see
apart.
that I'm not wrong.
We're almost identical.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
not wrong.
A brother
So-
from a different mother, you know.
I'm not sure what the rounds are. You've got to qualify first. So that's what Laura's doing tonight. She's trying to qualify.
And world
qualify
world?
for round one. Yeah, world. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah, world.
crazy.
The last, I do believe my buddy from Calgary. I went to school with him. Won the World Karaoke. He's Canadian. He's from Calgary. I do believe he won the 2 years ago. He got a chance to go to Finland, I want to say, to compete.
Wow.
Now, is there, are
I
there
think.
any rules? Because what if somebody's a
I don't know.
professional singer?
Yeah, then what?
No, you're right.
That's a touring singer and comes in there and they're just a
I'd be curious to know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I don't know.
like they could step in there and
Yep.
they'll
Yeah.
just take it like
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
because they
what
blow
if-
everybody away.
What if Mr. Bublé showed up?
It's Laura against Celine Dion, is what it is.
What if Paul Simon showed up?
What
That's
if
right.
Simon showed
That's
up?
right. I don't know.
Singing one of his songs.
Exactly. Go to Crow.
Boy, that guy sounds just like Paul Simon.
Just like Paul Simon, he's just challenging.
Wow,
Man.
he's amazing. Put him through to the next round.
Skyline pigeon. Hey.
I love it. Vegas
But-
Skyline Pigeon.
By the way, I listened to Skyline Pigeon last week, Cliffy.
Okay, but you Vegas Skyline
Skyline
Pigeon.
pigeon. Hey, try the meal.
That's Paul performing a little
There you
Vegas
go.
bar.
I've heard it
what if-
once. I don't remember what it sounds
What
like.
if Wayne
eh?
Newton showed up?
Hey, all you
The
beautiful
karaoke.
people.
Wayne, I want to be Newton just showed up.
That's right. What's a good
Not
Celine?
unusual. I know that's not Wayne Newton. I know that's not.
What's a good Celine Dion song he could sing?
My karaoke will go on.
She did the Titan from the Titanic.
My karaoke
Yeah.
will go on.
My Vegas show will go on for the next 100 years.
Oh my gosh.
A Vegas residency for 100 years.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Wayne Newton, he was just here at one of the casinos.
Seriously, that
Yes.
holy smokes.
I did a movie with him.
River Cree, actually.
Okay, how old would he be?
105. Didn't you see
I did.
at River Cree?
Yeah.
You saw Gordon Lightfoot.
I saw
who's
Gordon
105 as
Who
well.
was 105? Who's 105 and looked about 115. He was. Wow.
So in other words, he was younger than Keith Richards.
Yeah, right.
Keith Richards
Right. He was
about
Keith Richards'
10.
younger brother. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Very blessed to have done a movie with Mr. Wayne Newton as well. I didn't meet him. He did. He was in Edmonton. Wayne Newton actually shot a movie in Edmonton.
Cool.
2016, I want to say. He was in Edmonton. Did his shots. I think it was March, and then I walked onto the set in September. So I never met him.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
But you were on Celluloid together.
I was. We were.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. So it's cool.
Yeah.
It was
So
cool. I think
Nicole-
Marv, and I think Marv, confirm or deny if you were on that one. It was called
Wayne Newton sings karaoke.
Oh, what was it called? I can't remember, but I think Marv might have been on that one.
Wayne Newton sings karaoke.
Wayne Newton sings karaoke.
And he's making a second one.
Wayne Newton
Wayne Newton
sings karaoke of Wayne Newton.
Yeah, no, it's Wayne Newton also sings karaoke.
Yeah, that sounds better. So
Jeez.
Wayne Newton sings karaoke too. Maybe he does.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
And Nicole from Nicole's Epic Meal says, once upon a time, back in my 20s, I had competed in a karaoke competition. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't go far. Hey, that's awesome too. Trust me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It was an experience. Hey, you know what, Nicole?
Yeah.
All of life, that's all it is. It's about experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't
100%.
matter what you do. It's about experience. It doesn't matter what you buy. It doesn't matter where you live. Doesn't matter what you travel, where you travel. Doesn't matter what you drink, what you eat. Everything in life is about experience. Because
And
that's
that's
all
the
we
win.
have.
That's
all,
the win, Cliff. That's the win.
That's all we have
Yeah.
is experience. Nothing is not
Yeah.
experience.
The only question that I have though for Nicole, she says it was an experience which led to someone wanting headshots and a demo CD. So was that somebody else after they saw you sing? They said, "I'm going to go get headshots and I'm going to do a demo CD because I watched you."
It's probably Laura.
Because I can do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, you know who it might have been, Marv? It might have been Kelly. I think Kelly I can't remember. Somebody was on that one a few years ago that I know. Might have been Kelly that was on that one.
Kelly.
It was called. I'm trying to remember the name of the film. I can't remember it. But
Marvin said it's a special date today. The cell phone had its first test 50 years ago today. Oh,
Is that like
your cell
you're like
phone
starting-
we all look quiet there.
Your
Well,
cell
no.
phone, Marv. Time to upgrade, buddy. Buddy,
He's got
time
one.
to-
He's carrying
I-
one.
time to
I feel like
upgrade.
thinking
He's
50
carrying-
years
Are you
ago
carrying around the
today,
rabbit ears too for your
Sergeant
TV
Pepper
or what?
bought a cell phone to play.
Marvin, you still got that big backpack on your back with that's how you're
He's
carrying your
got-
phone around.
Remember the bag phone?
Yeah, it's a big, heavy bag.
Oh my
phone.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
And William says that's an amazing fact. You learned something today, William. I'm assuming you're talking about the cell phones, my
The
friend.
cell phones. The
Yeah.
cell phones.
So it's
50
heavy
years?
virtual bag phones, and then they came out with those big block style phones with the rubber antenna on the top.
I
You hold
remember
it up
that.
here.
I remember that.
This is portable, and they give you a big case.
But you
carry
weren't
like a-
holding it like this. You were
45
holding it
on
like
here.
this is what you were doing
Yeah.
because it was that thick.
Yeah, if you watch MASH when they did the some of the MASH episodes, they had the walkie-talkies.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were about this big, this big,
yeah, it's like that.
and it was a half a mile, half a
Yeah.
mile range.
Yeah, it was just like that. Yeah, they're like huge, big satellite phones.
Yeah. Half a mile range. Hey man, way back when I was working as a technical sales guy that was traveling up north a lot, I had 3 phones. I had a like a CB type radio, and then I had an S, which is an SJ, right? And then I had an Aurora phone, which is a satellite phone, and then I had a cell phone. So I was traveling around with 3 phones. But you had no choice back then because up north, the SJ was like a CB radio, but it was like a satellite radio. It was huge, man. You used to be under the seat.
Yeah.
And then the whatever you call the microphone and stuff like that near the dash.
Do you remember the day of pagers?
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember the
pagers.
Yeah,
Pagers
I
and
used
the
to. I had it. Used to have a pager.
Oh yeah, had pager for a long time.
Yeah.
Had a fax machine too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Remember
And-
those things too. Yeah?
And that's a fact.
That is a fact.
That's
How
a-
old are fax machines,
Fax.
Marvin? Since I think you
Yeah,
work
Marv.
in that industry. You work in copiers and things, so you might
Yeah,
know
Marvin.
what a fax machine is. Marvin did say, and I put this one up. We may have said it already, but he is enjoying the live banter with us being in the same room.
Well, it's always better than dead bender.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Life is about experiences. Yes, Nicole
100%.
is.
Yep,
Sure.
she agrees. Life is about it, and it is like because if you boil anything down, and that's one of the most amazing sort of things anybody can sort of take to the bank, you know, because it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if you live in a $2 million house or a $50,000 house. Doesn't matter if you drive a $200,000 car or you drive a $20,000 car.
Yeah,
it's about the experience, and that's all we have. We have nothing else. We can take nothing with us. Other than the experience, and even that, of course, we all know what
I
happens to that,
appreciate
but
the fact that you said you use the metaphor of taking it to the bank because you really can. Those are the rich experiences.
that's it. That's
Those
all
are
it
the,
is.
that's what makes you rich, guys.
That's
is
it,
the
man. It's only the
experiences.
experience.
and,
And everything
that's
that
what
we
makes
do
it-
is for experience. Even
Yeah.
the people that buy $1 million house or buy a $20,000, what do we do it for?
yeah.
We do it for the experience.
So that's
With
that's
experience.
exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Look at the time. Well. Right, where's the camera? Right there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the middle of the podcast.
Live and in person.
Live and in bloody person.
Nicole, yeah, pagers. You know, it's weird that you had pagers, honestly, when they came out, because I had a pager, but I didn't have a cell phone. So I get a pager.
You had a pocket full of quarters.
So I get the number. Oh, I got to call this person. Okay, wait a second. There's no phone here.
You need a damn quarter.
I got to go find the payphone so that I can make a call.
Yeah.
Marvin says fax, and that is true. Fax machines are definitely older than cell phones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised cell phones were tested 50 years ago. I'm really surprised that I didn't think it was that long.
I didn't think it was that long.
I thought it was 80s, not 70s. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was 80s, not 70s.
No, and Nicole, faxes are older than Jesus.
Nicole,
they dialed the wrong numbers. Yeah, I remember that. Getting faxes coming in the odd time with not knowing who they were from.
Oh, you remember picking up your phone? You remember picking up your phone and getting the
the squeak job, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, even older than the telephone. So, by the way, Laura's not here to jump on us, but we did kind of have a topic tonight. And my only topic because we're our first time live was I called it like topics. So we kind of last week talked about, what should we do for the podcast and keeping the same evening. Now we're back together. We talked about maybe we'll have some guests. So maybe we'll do that in the future as well, have some guests on. And then we kind of started talking a little bit about topics, but we really didn't get into it. So
the topic was topics, is what it was.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd kind of throw it out there. So everybody who's on here, start throwing topics into the chat. First fax was sent in 1865.
1865, Marv?
The first
Marv, were you there?
How old are you, Marv?
Marv,
you look really young for your age.
He was the copy tech back then.
He was the copy tech.
He rides in his horse.
He was
the big cell phone.
He was the Shaquille O'Neal. He was the Shaquille O'Neal of printers.
And the 6-year.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's how they got rid of the fax machines.
That's how they got rid of the fax machine.
Oh my gosh.
There's no use trying to work.
It's not bloody working.
Oh my god.
Let me take care of that for you. Spins it around, blows.
That dang fax machine.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Yeah, let me just get my cell phone off my back here. I got the new one. It's 85 pounds.
A cell phone.
It's got the new one. Only 85 pounds.
And the range is a third of a mile.
The range is from that door to this door, right there.
And the cell phone 2 is a whole 45 pounds. So we've just upgraded.
Wasn't the first cell phone like a can with a string to another can?
Yeah.
Pretty much. It was. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Pull out your son, undo the string.
Undo the
string.
Roll the can over the fence. Hey,
Pretty
Bob,
much.
are you there?
Oh my gosh.
Someone left their keys in that time machine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So what's the difference between time travel and time share? Paul?
I don't know. See the smoke?
Let's think about that one then.
Nobody's put any topics up yet, so I just wanted to throw there. Since we were talking timeshare early in the show.
Time travel, timeshare. Yeah, my folks have a timeshare. With
so we're
which
sharing
they don't
who are
time
they sharing
with
time
which they don't time travel to.
Who are they sharing that time with?
That's right.
Well, I guess your kids.
They're sharing the time with the kids.
And where are they doing this? Like they're doing this at home? Like this?
No, they're doing it just outside of Canmore.
Were they glamping?
They were. Well, it's a cabin.
It's a cabin. If it's
cabin.
timeshare, yeah.
It's a cabin. It's a very nice cabin. So I would say yes.
Cabin. Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Canmore's so busy nowadays, eh? Years ago, I used to love going to Canmore.
Yeah, because it was dead. You're right.
I was actually
you're right.
I worked for a company who was a distributor for a brand of motors, industrial motors called Westinghouse. Boy, that's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the manufacturer representatives here in Edmonton, they had a condo in Canmore.
Yeah.
And of course, those of us who were able to steal away for a weekend or so on and so forth, sometimes we got a chance to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, that was amazing.
Well, it's a wild thing because
But it was Canmore was so beautiful, though.
Banff is so busy, so everybody goes to Canmore. Now Canmore's so busy.
Dude, you can't even drive in Canmore anymore. It's
oh, I know. Yeah, no,
It's
I know. And
terrible.
don't get me wrong, I love Canmore. I love Canmore. It's beautiful.
I love it, but I tell you what,
Beautiful.
I know
But you're
people that bought there to retire, right? Well, I know
Yeah.
the person whose parents bought there to retire.
Yeah.
And they were there for 1 year and they they ditched it and
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
got
it's-
out
Yeah.
because like you can't even drive. Like you can't walk, you can't drive. It's just so crowded.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And it's probably it's busy now. It's going to be even more busier because it was, of course, a set for The Last of Us.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
they used the town, the main street
100%.
for The Last of Us. So
100%.
all The Last of Us fans want to go there, which,
Yeah.
by the way, I did watch the series and I found it very good.
Was
I've
it?
heard.
I thought it was very
Have
well
you seen
done.
it, Cliffy? I haven't seen
Yeah,
it either.
Very,
No, I
very
haven't
well
seen it
done.
either.
But anyway, so they took the whole main street of Canmore and turned it into
Yeah.
one of the sets. So, and there are people that huge fans are going around because they want to see
I see.
all the sets. I actually did that in Edmonton. My our daughter China is a huge fan,
Mm.
and so we actually in Edmonton went down and saw one of the sets on
Yeah.
one of the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Not long after shooting was done, they were kind of tearing it down, so
Yeah.
we weren't really stopped by security or anything
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So we were able to kind of walk through. It was kind of
Well, I mean, I'd be, if I was ever to take an African holiday, you're darn right I'd go to Tunisia and see the Star Wars set. You're darn right I would. That's I absolutely would.
Yeah.
You know, I'd go to the Redwoods in the States and I'd see where Jedi was filmed. Absolutely. I would.
And again,
it's a thing.
my daughter
It's a thing.
China went to New Zealand because they went on the tour to see all of
The
Lord of the
Tolkien?
Rings.
Yes, all of the Lord of the Rings
Lord of the
sets.
I
And,
thought they tore them down.
no, they kept them as a
Nope.
tourist.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
they had to bring it back to
Yep.
what the mountains look like to begin
No,
with. No.
they're still there, so you can go and see where they shot and all the.
Oh, I wonder where
Yeah.
I read that then. Because
Yeah.
said
Plus, they got to
everything
go to
else.
the big Weta Studios as well.
Don't
so
worry
she
about it,
got me
Cliff.
that
They're
free.
hobbits. The things are only about that tall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
a
like
little bit.
us.
I'd fit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
fit. We're good
good.
hobbits.
We're good.
So anyway, I'm not seeing any topics come through here as of yet. Any topic ideas
All right,
for
you
us?
slackers.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the holdup here?
We'll just stay quiet and listen and we'll just wait.
Yeah, we'll just sit here quietly. You can watch us. We're all here together, and you know what we're doing, so we can just
Yeah, we never have anything to say.
twiddle our thumbs. We'll just wait here, and
Never have anything
maybe
to say.
somebody will add a topic in.
I could talk about Depeche Mode.
Who?
Bless you. Bless
I
you.
could still talk about Depeche Mode.
You choking there, Paul?
I could still talk about Depeche Mode.
Marvin says BC. What is that? Is that a topic? Or
That's-
would you like us to talk about
That's
BC?
that's an era before Christ.
Before Christ. Hey, Jurassic Park before Christ.
Before Christ.
Yes. Okay. I know Depeche Mode has a new album out, Paul. I've not heard it yet, but I understand. What's your thoughts?
Very good.
Oh, you've heard it.
Yeah, actually, well, yeah, I'm so Amazon, God love you, got the album delivered to my house. It was released. The whole album was released globally, pardon me, on the 24th. I think I got it probably, I don't know, I got it, 6 days ago, Amazon.
Hmm.
It has been on repeat and it's been on a loop in my car ever since. So Depeche Mode has had some crap albums. The last, I think, 4 albums have been crap.
Really?
Yeah, they really have, Cliff. They've
That's
been
crazy.
they've been crap. So then this one drops. They're kind of back to their glory days. It's a really good album. It's a really, really good album. It's very listenable. Where legitimately the last 4 have not been. Yes, have not been.
Well,
so
good thing
I'm very excited. It's a
Good thing we
wonderful
turned it
album.
around.
Dave Gahan, who is the lead singer of Depeche Mode, co-wrote a couple of songs with the lead singer from Psychedelic Furs. If you
What a
are,
great name for a band.
that's a
Psychedelic
great
Furs.
name and a great band. Great band, which is a lot of fun. Yeah. So for those of you that are, fair weather Depeche Mode fans or want to be Depeche Mode fans, pick this album up. It's really good. It's really, really good.
Excellent. I saw
So-
some video on YouTube of their latest tour.
Yeah.
That people have been putting up.
So they're on. I
Looks
think
like a cool stage.
it's very minimal. It's very
Yeah.
minimalist. It's a big M. It's a big, 20-foot, 30-foot
Stands for
M.
mode, I think.
Memento Mori. Memento Mori is the name of the album.
Not a big-
Maury as in M-A-U-R-Y?
As in
Amore.
M-O-R-I.
Oh, not M-A-U-R-I. Like,
The direct translation, it's Italian, is loosely it's some for sure you will die or something like that. The
Oh.
moment you will die or something like that.
Oh, wow. Make
That's
that
a
into
little
a Vegas
translation.
moment. Just got walked right over.
So I did. I did.
Nicole's throwing topics up. Summer plans. Best food you ever ate and where?
oh my.
That's a
Favorite color and why would you decorate with it? What would you wear it?
Mm.
So these are some things to think about. Yeah, I'm not sure how I should have worn. Oh, yeah, we're in plaid, but you're not in plaid there, Paul.
I'm in
Real-
stripes.
Real
Yes.
men wear plaid,
I'm in stripes.
and real macho men wear pink plaid.
I had a chance to go home, eat, and then come straight here. So I'm in my work day clothes. I'm in stripes. It thins me out, Marv.
Yeah.
Marv,
Stripes
I'm
make you
very
look thinner.
thin now. Yes.
Wow. Chai says there's an X-Files episode called Memento
That is correct.
Mori.
You know what, Chai? That's absolutely correct. There is, yeah.
Okay, Google. What does memento mori mean?
We're waiting for.
According to Wikipedia, memento mori is an artistic or symbolic trope acting as a reminder of the inevitability of death. The concept has its roots in the philosophers of classical antiquity and Christianity, and appeared in funerary art and architecture from the medieval period onwards. The
Nice.
most common motif is
Oh, she goes on.
Okay, we'll just let her take the rest of the show.
Thank you very much, Ms. Google.
Chai says another topic could be: Are you in your dream job? No, I don't think we've done that topic.
We have not.
No, we have not. So that would be a good one to talk about down the road as well. Are you in your dream job?
I like that one, Chai.
That is a good one. Speaking
I like
of
that
that,
one.
I don't know if you guys heard, but a Canadian astronaut is chosen as one of the astronauts.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to bring it
orbit
up
the
10
moon.
minutes ago. Yeah, three
What?
Americans, one
Well,
Canadian.
they're not landing; they're just going around the moon and back again. Right?
No, they're orbiting. But
Orbiting.
it
Yeah.
will be the
Yeah.
furthest any human astronaut has gone into space
Yeah.
with that orbit.
Yeah.
And then they're hoping, I heard today, 2025 is the goal to land on the moon.
But the dark side.
The dark side of the moon, yes.
Yeah.
And Pink Floyd will be there.
I was
Um,
just going to say,
But now I heard that
are
that
they
may
bringing Roger Daltrey?
well, he's with the Who,
I know.
so that
Who?
might Who?
That's why I said it.
Depeche, bless you, mode.
I know.
I don't know if now they're saying that 2025 landing landing on the moon. I get pushed.
Man, I love landing that moon. My ass gets
like
sore.
2026. Trying to say,
But I land that moon better than anybody.
yeah. Considering you never wear pants, you're
Man,
pretty
I
good.
got a chafed ass after that, but what the hell?
Paul's a man on the moon every day.
Man on the moon
Right.
every day. So
That's
Chai says, Gillian Anderson, as I like to call her, but I know it's
Sorry
Gillian.
about that.
Gillian Anderson named her daughter Piper Mori in recognition of the episode.
Very cool.
Cool.
Very cool. You know what? And Chai, I'm actually gonna. I saw another 2 episodes of, as Chai, you know that I'm trying to get through the whole series
Of what?
right? And
X-Files.
X-Files. I've let it go the last 4 or 5 months, but I'm going to go back tonight and I'm going to watch Memento Mori.
What's the motivation for going through all the episodes?
I don't know. I think it's great.
Oh, you
series.
just like it.
I
Okay,
just
yeah,
love it.
okay,
I love it. I love it.
No. I thought
I'm on.
you,
I think
you
I'm
sounded
on,
so serious about going through all the episodes. I thought
Oh, I
there
have.
was,
I'm on season 7 now.
I thought there was
11.
I thought there was
12?
some sort of a driver.
Yeah. Marvin says no mooning the audience.
Well, it is the dark side, though.
Sounds like a challenge, Marv.
We'll take that comment down right now. Well, we're back watching Succession, which is one of our favorite series as well.
I heard a little clip.
So season 4 is
Right.
on now. Just started. Episode 2 was just this past
I
Sunday.
gotta watch that show.
You got to watch it. This is the last season. They're only doing 4 seasons,
Mm.
so it's based around. So the main character is Logan Roy in Succession.
Mm.
It's loosely based
Media
around
mogul?
Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah, medium
Who
mogul,
own, media mogul who owns Fox News and a whole bunch of
yeah,
other
6 grand
things.
rating.
So season 4 is just started. The final season, as mentioned. So
You
if
say it's
haven't
great,
seen
eh?
it, I love
Show's
it.
great.
The acting is great. The writing
Who's
is
in
great.
it? Who's on it? Any notable actors?
Probably not a lot of people that you would know right off the
Mm.
top of your head until you see them, but the acting is great. The way they shoot it is great. They spend a lot of money on this
Cool.
series, but you got to watch it because it does give you even though they always say loosely based on Rupert Murdoch, I think it's very close to his family and
Very
the way
much
he
based
runs,
on. Okay.
how he runs his empire.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
I heard a little blurb on it on some radio station, and they were talking about it. And man, oh man, it sounds great, Bill.
it is very well done. So if you
Mm-hmm.
get a chance, it is all on. You can watch the whole series on Crave right from.
I was just going
season
to say,
one.
is it on Netflix or Crave?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not on
Chas-
Prime though, eh?
I don't know if
Don't
it
know,
is.
I'll check it.
Yeah, you have to check that.
No, I can do Crave too.
Chai says, I'm reading the Midnight Library at the moment, which prompted this question for a future topic. Are there things in your life, if you could go back and change them, would you?
Oh,
The Midnight Library, eh? Reading? That sounds like an
that's a
interesting book.
loaded question. That's a loaded question. Well, okay, okay. So if you could go, I'll just kind of touch on that a little bit. If you can go back and redo your formative years, redo your school years, would you do it?
Yes.
I think I would too. Yeah, I think I would too.
I'm pretty happy with my school years. Not that we're jumping into this topic,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty happy with the schooling that I've done. Is there different schooling? There's things that I might have liked to have done, or still maybe. But I went to two different places, Nate and Grant McEwen. And
Yeah.
so that worked
The
out.
other thing I would
quite
do is
well.
just be more conscious and cognizant
Yep.
of what
Yeah,
I
Same
like
with
and
me,
did not
Cliff.
like.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Same with
No,
me.
Because it would have drove me. Had I been more conscious and cognizant of what I was liking and what I was not liking, it would have steered me in directions that I think at this point would have made me happier.
Yeah,
with,
I agree.
with the direction of efforts
Mhm.
that I have. There are
Mhm.
there are a few things that are deal breakers that I would not a chance that would change.
Yeah.
But there are much that I would.
Chai's got she's got lots of topics coming in here tonight. Another topic.
Yeah,
idea.
Chai, I'm loving
If
these.
you could write a book, what would it be about? So that's another one
Wow.
to think about.
There's the $1 million question.
That's a great topic.
There's $1 million Chai. That's one of my dreams. That's one of my bucket list. Not a bucket list, because I don't think it's going to happen. It's a dream of
do what?
mine to write a book. The issue is, to Chai's point, if you could write a book, what would it be about? I got no ideas.
Well, then what do you mean
Like, I
you
got
want to write a
nothing.
book though? If you
Well, but I'd love in my life to say, before my life is over, that I have written something, that I have published something. That's what I'd love.
so it's about the publishing and not telling the story. It's not about telling a story. It's about publishing.
I'm sure it would be telling a story if I had one.
No, that's my point though, right?
If
If you
I
say-
had one.
But that's my question. If you say I want to write a book, and publish it,
Well-
obviously, but then if you don't know what to write about, you don't have a topic to write about. I'm curious what the motivation.
Okay, so I want to win an Academy Award. I want to, I want to get married, and I want to write a book.
I want to write a book.
And I want to write a book.
Yeah, no, I was
Okay.
just curious, right?
Yeah,
Because
no, I get that. No,
yeah,
I get
because
that.
if you
Yeah.
say you want to write a book, but you don't know about what, then the question begs is then what's the motivation for writing the
Correct.
book, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And I actually have written a children's book,
Hmm.
so it's actually not published at this point. It is still sitting in my iPad, but I did have a publisher look at it, and they really quite liked it.
Cool.
And,
for you.
I just need to get it illustrated. So, but I wrote it a few years ago, actually.
Mhm.
It was going to be the first in the series, so I might get back to that.
Good
The
for
issue
you.
that I'm having is it's in an older iPad, and I cannot get into that iPad right
Oh,
now.
you
So I'm gonna have
forgot-
to take it to my
You forgot his
computer buddy
password.
and get it to look at it so I could pull it off. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I did write the first in the
Cool.
children's series.
I'd love to write. I actually have, and this is probably shouldn't talk about it because I don't know if it's ever going to reach anything, but I do have the beginnings, probably 3-4 chapters
Mhm.
written and edited. So it's not just written and like scroll down. It's written. It's
edited.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's clean. It's edited.
Yeah.
I have a suspicion of where things are going. It's not run of the mill. I'll tell you that it's not run of the mill. It's somewhat unique, and it's in the literary genre, so literary fiction.
Mhm.
So in other words, there's no car chases. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
book that you would curl up by the fireplace and
Yeah,
read. That type. So
You wrote a Harlequin romance, dude.
no, as a matter of fact, I did not. It's not a Harlequin romance. It's literary fiction is not Harlequin romance. Harlequin
not.
romance doesn't even
is-
fit
it-
into the
correct.
category of literature.
Correct. Correct.
Chai says, Bill, someone suggested that Succession mirrors King Lear.
Oh, interesting.
Could be. Marvin has a topic. If you could create a video game, what would that be like? That's
Oh,
interesting.
That's a good one. I like that one. Marv, I like that one.
Kyle says Chai says she's supposed to be working on some files, but can't you tell I'm
Procrastinate away.
procrastinating? And Chai is writing a book. She has many chapters
Very
already
cool.
written.
Oh, cool.
So, Chai, you are writing a book. You have many chapters, to Bill's point, already written. Would you consider yourself half finished, 3/4 finished, finished the first draft? Where are you in the process is my question.
And she says, editing is the hardest, Cliff.
Editing is tough.
Yes.
And it's funny, right? I don't want to go on this topic. Obviously, it's a future topic, but there's a couple of methods, right? One method says just slam it down. Don't worry about the order. Don't worry about editing. Don't worry about nothing.
Yeah. Put pen to paper and just go.
and edit later.
Just go.
Do you know what? I can't do that.
Just go. I edited a book. I actually edited a book.
I cannot do that. I am so I don't know what it is, anal retentive. I like whatever word you want to use, OCD, I don't know. But when I write something, it's almost mandatory that I go edit. That's not the final. Actually, more edits. But for instance, these chapters that I've written, I've gone over it with a fine-tooth comb. I promise you will not find a spelling error. You will not find a punctuation error. You will not find, sentence type errors. You will not find constructive errors, stuff like that. You might find plot holes because it's not done yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of us are way too OCD to let things go, which is both good and bad. The bad is that you sometimes lose your creativity. The good is that what you finished is finished.
Mm-hmm.
I did write a workbook, a textbook when I was in China. I co-wrote a textbook, an English textbook in China for university students, which has been published. I do have 3 copies at home.
Cool.
And I did edit an accounting book, but it wasn't edited for fact. It was edited for grammar and punctuation and spelling.
Cool.
Which is available on Amazon. Don't ask me what it's called.
I'm actually published in a book. I wrote the forward.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that's published. I have a copy of it sitting on my bookshelf at home.
Nice.
I wrote the forward and basically an introduction to the book. And so that was interesting.
Marv's hardcore into his 1 in a trillion plot. I would love to write a book on my 1 in a trillion series, but I cannot write the structure a book needs. You need a ghostwriter, Marv.
Possibly. Yeah. I like what Chai says after that one. Yeah, that one. Chai says actually in my head, it's actually in my head a film as I write it, as I see the scenes, how it would be shot, and music behind it. Guess what, Chai? You and I could be absolutely simpatico when it comes to that, because when I am reading back what I wrote, even when I'm writing it, and I can sort of see some of the actions. It's not written as a script, but of course you have action and dialogue. I can literally see it as a film, as a movie, and that would be, oh man, would that be fascinating?
Mm-hmm. Marvin also said he's transferred a book to a script.
Cool.
And
like, as in, you took a book and wrote a screenplay for it, Marvin? Is that what you're telling me?
Cool. And Chai says, cool.
Yeah. It's very interesting, Chai, to be able to sort of picture in your mind possibly what the actions are. And I don't know if that's a part of writing for everybody or not. It could be. I have no idea. But fact of the matter, when I was writing, and I sit down to write, and I said, this character does this, it was very much in my head. I could actually visualize it and could easily be turned into, into that movie type, and there's lots of dialogue. So yeah, it lends itself to that. It's kind of cool, actually.
Chai, I'd like to know, if I could, these cookies that you gave us, are they chunky and chewy, or are they crispy? Is what I like to know.
Actually, I think they're kind of soft, chunky.
Are they soft, chunky, and chewy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Writing to cookies, awesome.
Oh, they are chewy. My favorite.
And Chai says, absolutely, Cliff. I even hear the rain falling in the opening scene and the thunder.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, mine starts with the gathering. With the gathering of people, like a party, but it's not like it's a party, but it's near the end. It's near the end of the party where the crowd is thinning.
Sorry, buddy. This is your department.
Where the crowd is thinning, and it's the end of the party, and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
And in my head, I can actually see what it would be like with a gathering like that, closer to the end of the gathering. Where the
Cliff,
crowd,
you want a cookie?
Where the crowd thins a little bit, right?
Is it called The Gathering?
No, but it should be, though. The working title, believe it or not, is The Punchliners. But that's just the working title. It's not the title, trust me. No, thank you, Paul.
Hey, that's Bill's department. I just put them on the plate.
Nice.
Well,
nice.
Again, as mentioned at the beginning, we used to always have cookies sitting on the table when we were doing our audio podcast together here. And so it was just kind of a reminder, as we're 146 episodes.
I made a comment about cookies to you yesterday.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Marvin says, yep, was contracted by a book writer and created a script from his book. Oh yeah, that's what I was asking, Marvin. And even let me add some creative changes and then changed the ending to his book to match. Hey, cool stuff, man. Nice. Yeah. Screenplay adaptation, especially if you got a really interesting book. really well written book. Adaptation to a screenplay is really an art form.
Yes. Yeah. No, for sure.
Have another cookie.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So yeah, lots of good topics coming in as we're down to about 4.5 minutes or so left here in our first live show back together, 2023.
Yeah. So just sorry, I seem to be going down the rabbit hole. But Chai, did you get an editor for your book then, or are you doing your own editing?
I don't think she has an editor. She doesn't have an editor at this point. She's just been kind of working on that a little bit on her own. She said she's earlier on in a post that she's about a third of the way through.
I saw that.
Yeah. So you're having crackers and cheese there tonight. What kind of cheese do you
Talk
have?
amongst yourselves. I'm eating cookies.
What kind of cheese do you like, Marvin? I'd like to know. And what specific type of cracker are you having? Are you having a Swiss cheese, Marvin, or a brie, or
Or a Gouda?
a Gouda blue
Is it
cheese?
Gouda?
A Gouda. Oh, a nice Gouda. Hey, do you guys do blue cheese?
No.
No.
Yeah, no. No, that's unanimous. We do not do
No.
blue cheese.
I'm
dudes.
I'm just not a connoisseur of maggots, you know.
Yeah. Who wants mold in their cheese
I
anyway?
agree. I'm not
Yeah.
a blue
Hey, there's
cheese
one
guy.
cheese that's actually one big maggot. It even moves on the plate. How you like them apples?
It's,
Sorry, cheese.
cheese cliff. That wasn't very good. A maggot cheese.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's like having the live crickets.
Oh,
Kind of
God.
cookies is this? No, I mean, what,
Hey, listen,
sorry,
man.
What brand? Sorry,
Chocolate
what-
chip.
No, I mean, what brand?
The
I got
world,
what
the
brand.
World Economic Forum wants us to eat bugs, okay?
Uh,
And our two
Right.
political party government system doesn't seem to have anything
Hey,
negative.
Once upon a time, sushi was gross too. Don't just
like
think
sushi.
about that. Once upon a time, we thought sushi was gross
You
too.
don't know sushi like I know sushi.
Oh, well,
I like
but once
sushi.
upon a time, we thought raw fish was gross too. You watch what's
Sushi.
coming up. You
Uh,
watch.
wow, good old cheese whiz. I haven't had cheese whiz in a long time. Cheese in a jar. Who came up with cheese whiz anyway?
I don't know.
That's an interesting cheese in a. Let's put some cheese in a jar and whip it up.
Listen, man, and they have tubes. I mean, they have
Yeah,
cheese in tubes.
Just squeeze
It's
it.
like,
Spray
yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, brush your teeth with this, eat this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What, yeah, you mix it up.
It's tubes, cheese.
Yeah, after a long night, you
After a long night.
Oh, this tastes like cheese.
Hmm.
Marvin misses herb and garlic
Squeeze the cheese. I was just saying, it's some sort of a squeeze thing.
Wow, that's not real cheese, you know, Marvin.
Dude, you're missing out. These are damn good cookies.
Yeah,
We're doing a podcast here, Paul.
yeah. Marvin, I hate to tell you, but
He's sitting there going, on the podcast.
I hate to tell you, but cheese in a jar and it's not real cheese, Marvin.
That's right.
It's kind of fake, manufactured, oil-based product, Marvin.
Oil-based
I
product.
don't know if that's true, but it sounded as a good
It sounds
explanation.
like it. Hey man, we used to take you know the coffee
And they
creamer?
say the oil sands suck.
You know the powdered coffee creamer?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever do that? You take a jar,
Yeah.
you light
Yeah.
the lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's an edible oil product.
It is.
what it is.
That's it. It's,
Yeah, so it's petroleum. So those of you who are talking about, not using fossil fuels, you're gonna have to give up on your coffee creamer.
back in the long time ago when I used to drink coffee, I used that edible oil product.
Yeah.
That's what was in my
Oh yeah, I
back.
did too. Yeah,
Uh,
and lit it on fire if you ever got
lunch
cold
room
and
where
you
I
need
was
to
working.
warm yourself.
Yeah. Just light that edible oil product
Just
on
light
fire.
that up,
Have a
man.
little bonfire, roast our
Yeah, you have some
marshmallows.
warm coffee and some warm fire because you light it on fire.
Nicole, where are you going? We got 1 minute left.
And Nicole says Cheese Whiz isn't really a good group. And she says it's plastic. Yep, absolutely. It's probably one molecule away from plastic. So is margarine, by the way.
And she says she's saying goodbye already. Yeah, we only got about 45 seconds ballpark.
That's
on
it?
our timer.
Holy smokes, that went fast. You guys, thank you for showing up. The three of us right here for a change in person. Want to thank you in person on behalf of all three of us for showing up. The show would not be without you. If you liked it, please share it. Nicole, thank you. I've noticed you've shared it a few times. It's muchly appreciated. Bring a friend next time. If you missed the actual live broadcast, Mr. Bill,
You can tune into the audio. So, or you can just watch it again on YouTube. It is because it does replay on YouTube, by the way, with all of the comments. So if you
that's
missed
the
any-
fun part.
If you missed any of the comments and you wanted to have a look back at it, or wanted to see what somebody was suggesting as a topic,
You can
do
watch
that.
me eat cookies again.
And you can watch Podlie Cookies again, or Friday night, soundsugarradio.com at 10 o'clock. You can listen to our audio and listen to it then.
There we go. And if you're on the Facebook page, keep throwing up some of those topics. We'll take. Well, I mean, hey, listen, We three are very interested in a great deal of things. All right. Everything from, as you notice, we can talk about motorbikes, we can talk about writing, we can talk about, not because we can talk about it, well, we can, but because we're interested in
Yeah.
a wide variety of things. So throw topics up there and let us have at it.
And even sometimes we learn things on the show we didn't know because we started talking about something.
It's difficult for me because I know everything.
Well, for you, but for some of us.
Right. If you believe that, I have some bridges in, I don't know, Florida to sell you.
There you go. All right, everybody. Well, we'll be back next Monday with episode 147. We'll see you guys all.